A warm welcome to all my lovely audience on Icy Tales. My name is Hiba, and on my left, we have Dr. Anum Zaheer, who is a specialist in homeopathy. She also has her Instagram page called Homeopathy Heals, and I'm so happy to have you on board, ma'am. How are you doing, and how does it feel to be here?
Hi, Miss Hiba. I'm short of words, and definitely it's a privilege to be covered and to be pointed out for all the work you do. Whatever you do, people are noticing, they're getting inspired. So it's an honor to be here today with you.
Likewise, ma'am, it's so happy to be sharing screen space with you. So, without holding up further, I think we should get started because I'm so excited to see how our conversation goes. So, can we get started?
Yeah.
Yes, so let's start by your roots. So tell us exactly what is homeopathy and how effective is it?
Okay. So, if you go by Google, homeopathy is the most second largest used medical science across the world. And there's a lot of controversies all across the world. I may not talk about all the bookish language or whatever written in the book. Basically, it is very natural science.
Mhm.
Not natural because we make medicines out of plants, animals, uh, X-rays, nosodes and sarcodes. No, natural because it is based upon seven cardinal principles. It is based upon fixed scientific principles, and that's why it is known as natural. The doses we give is very minute, similar in a very potentized form. There is barely any drug in this. So it has a very minimal or no side effect
Mhm.
unless and until it is prescribed by any registered practitioner. And the founder of homeopathy, Master Samuel Hahnemann, he founded homeopathy 200 years ago or more than that. Later, so many stalwarts came. He began with 50 remedies. Now we have 5,000 homeopathic remedies
Mhm.
in literature and in our pharmacies as well. And like other medical science, it's just progressing. And
Mhm.
I should not say this, but I'm very glad that of lately we had a COVID epidemic, and we homeopaths got a lot of chance to save people, to treat them, to give them a better life, and save them hospitalization, save them from steroids and injections or hospitalization. So I can say I'm a proud homeopath.
So nice to see that you love your job. So great job on that. And in most cases, including me, a lot of people, keeping this natural term in their mind, they get confused between homeopathy and Ayurveda. So, being a specialist in this, how would you differentiate between the two?
Well, both are medical sciences, and origin of homeopathy is German, and homeopathy of Ayurveda is Indian. Okay, number one. Number two is in Ayurveda we have more all the medicines prepared from plants only, and they make
Mhm.
kadha.
Yes.
They don't they use the crude form of the drug to treat, है ना? And there's so many medicines in the market like Trifla or the Niri or so many crude form which are, I must say, or Leaf 52, which are
Mhm.
not just used but misused by the people once they know about it. So in Ayurveda they used the crude form of the drug.
Mhm.
So the heavy amount of drug, the heavy amount of reactions or actions or toxicity.
Mhm.
Well, every medical science has a scope and a limitation. Unlike in homeopathy, and homeopathy is born in German, and the power, the potency we use, it is in a potentized form. It is
Mhm.
beyond the Avogadro number.
Okay.
So there is no such bad effect or side effect of homeopathy. And not just plants, we use animal venom, body
Mhm.
secretions, X-rays, the magnetic and whatnot, metals, non-metals, lanthanides, whole periodic table, everything.
Mhm.
So now we are also, so much progressing that we are making medicines like keratin for
Right.
hair fall, which
Mhm.
was not written in the earlier literature.
Mhm.
So we have a medicine for X-rays, medicine named X-rays for the bad effect of X-rays.
Mhm.
So it is progressing.
Nice to see that both the fields are, somewhere interconnected and they are helping people. So great job on that again. Let's move on to our next question. So, lifestyle changes is very common nowadays. People are changing their habits and overall life is changing. So, keeping in mind the current lifestyle changes, how do you think it is influencing the health of people?
I'm a doctor who, if you have you seen the pyramid, right?
Yes.
It has a tip and a base.
Yes.
So people have messed up so much with their diet, with the sleep pattern, their work, the urbanization, long working hours, unlimited usage of mobile, and now they want, they want a prompt result or a prompt, outcome, consequence of their disease, for the dearranged body. So what they are running towards the medicine, and by that they are not just using the medicine wisely, they are misusing it. So I am the doctor, I'm one of those doctors. There's so many like me, those who use medicine as just tip of the pyramid.
Okay.
For the base, we still have a lifestyle. Even if I give the best of the best medicine for diabetes mellitus or the hypertension, blood pressure, we call it as in layman language, unless and until I'm not stopping their sugar intake or their salt intake respectively, I won't be able to get the desired results.
Correct.
I'm just making business out of it, and I know my patient is not doing good for himself. So now, well, it is written in books as well. It is written in this old 200 old literature as well, which is known as organon of medicine, which is, we swear by our philosophy of homeopathy. It is written that we need to change the lifestyle first. Everything comes later. Medicine comes later. Okay. For example, I give you an example of PCOD. These days, PCOD is like hell common. If I go for a descriptive research or for an observative study, and if I start doing sonography or ultrasound of young age girls, teenage girls, or 20s age girls, I think 6 or 7 out of 10 girls come out with irregular periods in PCOD, and resulting long using of phone, not taking proper diet, and missing their protein. There's no workout session in their whole 24 hours. There's no sleeping pattern, a lot of stress, sugar intake, refined sugars, eating a lot of junk. So we should see where it is coming from. So lifestyle modification, I think any medicine branch you take, even if you go with the allopathy, unless and until you're not fixing your lifestyle, you won't be getting much benefit out of medicine. So if you need to get, the crux, the best out of medicine, you need to check your lifestyle first.
That was exactly, going to my next question. You spoke about, BP and hypertension, everything. So my next question is about chronic diseases. So in your opinion, do you think chronic diseases can be reversed through homeopathy?
Well, that's a very tricky question, I must say. See, there is a wide range of chronic disorders, I must say. Just talking about BP and hypertension will not do. About if I talk about chronic disease, in chronic disease we have skin ailments also. We have autoimmune disorders. We have psoriasis, skin complaints, eczema. People coming with the heat boils. Even at times, constipation becomes a chronic problem. People, I have seen so many patients coming like 2 decades. Since 2 decades, they are not able to pass properly urine unless they are not assisted with any medication or any physical intervention. Right. So chronic disease, but see, every medicine branch, they have scope and limitation. So goes with the disease as well. So every disease has their limit, has the stages. At what stage you have reached? Right. Curing, if someone is claiming that I'm curing diabetes mellitus and curing hypertension and curing PCOD, is not actually or completely true. If I'm having a patient of 68 years old and he is suffering from hypertension and he is taking hypertensive drugs since 40 years, what do you expect me to do? Any black magic? And then you call homeopathy as a magic, not as a medicine. So spare me. So what I mean is, what is the stage of a disease? How long patient is taking drugs? What is the lifestyle of a drug? And yes, homeopathy is very efficient and excellent when it comes to chronic disorders. Right. Yes, definitely. But these parameters, they should not be neglected.
very properly framed and you did justice to every point. So I'm really happy you did that. Thank you so much for that, ma'am. And my next question, let's move away from the homeopathy part. When I was, seeing your Instagram, I saw that you were interacting with so many personalities. You went on Instagram lives. You've spoken to so many people, like the list keeps going on and on. So I'm sure every person you interview or talk to, they teach you something, right? So what is something that you've learned from these people and all the interactions that you conduct?
Okay, I'll tell you the why I started Instagram Live. I would like to thank Dr. S.K. Mishra Boss. He is HOD in Nehru Homeopathic Medical College, New Delhi. So we started because in COVID, everything was shut. Students were not able to practice, especially the first year and second year. And third year and fourth year students were being, you know, they've been forced to do duties because all the doctors, interns, and everyone was falling sick and getting bed in the COVID infection. So we started a Sunday session. So everyone with our paratha and cup of tea, we can talk and we share our views. We started with just basic medical legal issues that people should be knowing about the medical legal issues and how they can protect their patient, how a doctor can protect themselves. Moving to lifestyle researches, and I'm so glad that we have come up to 70 episodes of Instagram Live in these 2 years, and so many eminent personalities in homeopathy. You might be knowing Dr. Mukesh Batra sir. He is icon in homeopathy. Dr. L.M. Khan sir, Dr. Adil Chimphanwala sir, Dr. Gaurang Gaikwad boss, and so many. And we have not just covered homeopathy, we have covered the lifestyle, we have covered the mental health. We had a clinical psychologist as well with us, Dr. Ananya Chikle or Snowy Rahi. We have so many. So I'm so happy that we have covered each and every. I have tried, or with homeopathy heals, we have tried to erase all the taboo.
Mm-hmm.
These sessions have made me to come up and speak up that I am being a doctor. I am falling sick. I'm taking medicine. I'm not feeling okay. I'm going to a therapist. So coming up on a platform with 5,000, 15,000 followers, which is not at all much, or on a Facebook where I have like 30,000 followers, which is not much, but coming up, leaving everything behind, what my family will think, what my relatives will think, that Dr. Anum Zaheer is seeking a therapist, and then telling them that how therapy has changed my life. I am trying to, crush and torn each and every taboo around.
Yes.
I can speak about menses. I have spoken about sexual health as well. I have changed lives and perception. I have, changed the people idea of using sanitary napkins and switched them for using menstrual cup. Earlier, I used to have campaigns or screening camp for diabetes or menstrual health, but just because of COVID, I was not able to do that. But Instagram has given me this lovely platform that not just me, other eminent personalities can share them.
Yes.
I have learned that not to give up. Even if you fall 100 times, get up 101 times. Because it's the one you, only the person you is going to stay. So I've started loving myself even more because I survived.
Yes.
I make everyone around me or my all the Instagram family, I don't call them followers, I call them family because they've always been there checking on me, that among 90 million sperms, you were the one who won. So you are not allowed to quit.
Correct.
In a 2 year of or 3 year of a pandemic, you were saved.
Mm-hmm.
That means you are special and you're born with some mission.
Correct.
So I stay motivated and I keep motivated. So I have learned, and not just me. And I'm sure there's so many people around. When even if I'm sick or I'm traveling, I'm not having Sunday guest talk. So people, they mail me, they inbox me, ma'am, why we are not having session, ma'am, we are waiting, we are missing. So I think this is something money cannot buy.
Yes, correct. And I think that is very, very important because self-love is the best love. Like you said, you started loving yourself so much more after doing this. And I think the world does need more people like you because if we are happy, we can keep everyone around us happy. So great job on that, ma'am. I'm really a fan of all your, inspiring thoughts. So thank you so much. And your smile is really nice, by the way, I must say that.
I barely smile. I usually laugh. Whatever I do, I'm an extrovert. I'm an extrovert individual.
Yes.
I don't hide anything.
Yes.
So
And
even if
and
I
I get
smile, I
the
laugh.
Yes, and
I am very contagious. I am.
I really like how this conversation is going. So, without stopping, let's go ahead to our next question and keep this good vibe going on. So, like you said, you speak about so much empowering content and all. So, I saw one video which said things that a girl needs to remember before getting married. So, I saw that video and then I saw so many other videos as well. So, then this question popped in my mind that apart from just homeopathy, you've been using your page to raise awareness among people for such topics. So, from where did you get this idea and how did you develop all this?
See, I would see my inspiration being all the people, my family members of Homeopathy Heals. 15,000 we are now, stronger and together. See, I got a lot of girls texting me, ma'am, parents, they are asking us to get married.
Mhm.
Shall I get? And they even send me the pictures of the boy. I don't know. I don't know anyone. If someone like, like Pinky Pretty, I even don't
Yeah.
know who are you, from where you are, and send me, ma'am, can I marry this boy? Ma'am, this boy is. So, I mean, I am not the person.
Yes.
If you make me meet a boy, I'm sorry. So, definitely I can help, but I cannot help. So, I get a lot of questions and I just segregate them and
Mhm.
think what is the problem, and I come up with this.
Correct.
So, yeah. So, I try to, I got a lot of questions, ma'am, shall I get married? See, I'll tell you one thing. I've been raised in arms of a very independent and strong woman. My mother is very strong and independent woman.
Mhm.
I remember my friends, and in my childhood, so many people, they used to play with the dolls,
Mhm.
toys, expensive one. I'm from a middle class family where my parents are working and they are on their job,
Mhm.
and I am the elder one, and my younger one is 2 years younger to me, and I have to take care. And my mother has raised me up with the thing
Mhm.
that you are elder sister, you need to take care of your brother, you need to take care of your brother.
Okay.
As soon as we grew up like 13, 14, my mother is like, because we have friends, we have fantasies,
Yes.
we grow up with a lot of crushes, and I don't mind talking all this because we have been through this puberty age.
Yes.
But my mom, I used to have heartbreak. My friend
Mhm.
is not talking to me, he's not meeting, he left and all. So my mother used to say, okay, if I can use Hindi,
Yes,
is it
ma'am.
okay?
Yes, yes, yes.
My mother used to say कि चढ़ते सूरज को सब सलाम करते हैं. So when sun is rising, everybody is waking up, है ना?
Mhm.
So my mother used to be like sun, grow, glow, get
Right.
up, be someone that people will chase you. Stop chasing people, be independent. Once you are earning, your thing will change. I didn't even had friends till class 12th, having a lot of pimples on my face, and nobody's talking to me. I was so much, my height was 4'8" just, so I was not even selected for basketball team as well. I played only till state because my height was not eligible. And I was having a lot of anger issues. I don't know what to talk, when to talk. And there's no energy channelization. So I'm
Yes.
very happy that I am glad that I got a lot of teachers, good people in my medicine and in my MD that framed me this way. I know I'm full of a lot of flaws, but what I learned is my mom was absolutely right, and she's absolutely right, that every woman should be empowered. Every woman should be independent and financially independent. I must say financially independent, not by just their will or taking their decisions. Okay. So this happened. So I got a lot of fish. So I told them that there are the few points. See, I must say marriage and love is like gambling. You never knew how it will turn out.
Yes.
It's like two imperfect people making it perfect. And no marriage is still perfect. It is so confusing. It is like this. But we keep on, putting efforts and everything. So I just gave my idea about marriage. You need to talk. People, they don't talk about sexual fantasies. They don't talk about finances. They don't talk about parents. They don't talk about the spirituality of the kids. I've seen so many couples, coming to me for the treatment of infertility, where either of the parent, they don't want to have kids. They don't talk about it. Who
Right.
talks about, it's like ho before talking about this, about shadi. So just clearing this, I got a lot of queries about marketing, growing the business ka naam is like chi business kar rahe, business. Business is a good thing. You grow, you have to pay EMI, you have to pay loans,
Yes.
you have to take your parents to world tour, you have to buy your house of your own.
Mhm.
So Instagram has given me the state. So a year ago I bought my own house.
Mhm.
So I'm the first female, or a little one, I must say, who have a female having a house of your own in the whole this my paternal and paternal. So I just say I got my own car. So there's a very small things. I know people, they're earning, they're enjoying. Some have their a lot of backup, also family backup. But but telling them that these small things matter, and I have got them with the hard work. I have not stopped. But ऐसा नहीं है. I haven't cried, I haven't broken up, I haven't got depressed, I haven't got upset, or I have not failed. I have failed million times, I must say.
Yes.
But the idea is not to give up. Fall 100 times, get up 101 times. So I must say, these inboxes and DMs, they keep on inspiring me for making content.
And I must say that your willpower is so strong right now. When I was listening to you, like the same girl who had no friends back in 12th standard is now vibing with me so much, and you're such an extrovert, like you stated. So thank you so much for inspiring me as a person, because throughout this conversation, I must say I was so involved. In the beginning, you saw what happened, but after this, I'm just feeling so much of myself. So thank you so much for inspiring me as a person, and I'm sure everyone who's watching this today will also be inspired by you, and you will grow more and more in life.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, but my those friends, they ask me, please meet, please meet. Even they send their reports of their relatives and their family. I feel like it's like, but I've been always been ethical and rational in my practice. I help them as I help my family. What
Yes.
they did was their part. What I do is my part.
With that being said, I think this was the perfect way to wrap up this interview, because we're ending on such a good note. So on behalf of Icy Tales and myself, I would like to thank you for doing this interview. And I must say that over the last 1 year, I've been doing, I think, 50, 60 interviews, but this has to be one of my favorites, because I don't know, we just got along so well. So thank you so much for doing this with me, ma'am, and I hope you achieve more in life and get more successful.
Just change 3 or 5 females. What I'm thinking, even if I change 5 female lives and I make them empowered, and they can earn on their own, and they can support a family, and no girl is aborted, and people will not come for infertility treatment to have another boy, another boy, another boy, another boy. I think my life, the purpose of my life, the mission of my life will be completely successful.
You inspired
Thank you
one.
so much, Icy Tales, for having me here. And Miss Hiba, Mariam, you've been a lovely, lovely, lovely host. I have taken 70 interviews, but I haven't given such interviews because, but I don't know. It happened and we are here. So I'm grateful to you. Thank you so much for your valuable time.